All right, so after the dyno, it was a long winter. We collected some E85 in preparation for the new season. First thing was getting certified for the chassis. So that went without a hitch. And after that, it was just flush the radiator and get it all ready for the new season. Everything was real healthy after the dyno, so it was mostly just freshening things up. First step is going to be going to Mexico and checking its 60 to 130 time. Now that was a spin, pedal, and short shift. So doing a 630 there with that, I'm thinking it should trap right around 140. So we hit the road, went to California, hit Reading drag strip, license passes straight away. Started nice and easy. I got 5 out of the 6 done, went without a hitch. And there it is, my first official 9-second pass. So that was my best for the day. And we had a big event the following weekend. I was actually entered into a 960 index class, which would have been a new PB if I ran it, but I said, screw it, let's try it. We still had quite a lot in the tune. I was still working on launch, power management, and everything, so I knew we still had a lot of time to gain. So had a chance of running a 960. Not worried about losing in the slightest. Had a great time. Dude was a super nice guy. Can't complain. After being the first round duck and getting that out of the way, they were nice enough to let me take some test hits, and I worked on some more PBs. Still a little ways off of my 960 index I should have been in, but hey man, for just doing my first nines the week before, that's not too bad at all. Now, if you remember right, this car did not do well at all the last year at this event. It's Cool April Nights in Reading. It's a really big show. This year it did fantastic. It ran all weekend without a hitch, and we got to hang out, watch the crews, spectate. Couldn't ask for more. And now that we got the big show out of the way at the out of town race, next step was just start making the car work at the local track. The surface is a little more marginal, so I always like when I can back it up with doing the same times at the local track too. And there it is, easy peasy. Honestly, the car was an absolute sweetheart for most of the rest of the season. I had 9-digit passes pretty much every single time. I ran some index classes. I did a 650 eighth mile index. I dialed a 10-0 in bracket and turned it down or whatnot. Main thing was just working on suspension setup, power management, curve in and boost. So on this pass, I tried to curve and boost a lot sooner. For a while, I was doing about 60 miles an hour. I would bring it in, and obviously that's not as fast as if you can bring it in sooner. Can see I hit traction control a little bit there, just trying to put too much down. I'll say it again, this is a very marginal surface track, so you just got to make it work with what it is, you know? So I'm just kind of walking that line of how much can I put down and when. I had it turned down to 10 psi here, and just losing the tire a little bit mid-track kind of cost me the win there. And it is what it is. That's my buddy Kevin. He's very good, and we always got the grudge match after we were done.
Yeah.
What was cool about this one was the night before, and we had a grudge match, I barely beat him. So he put in a fresh nitrous bottle, and this one I barely beat him again. I curved in boost sooner, and I'm glad that the track held, but there was some plaguing issues going on with this setup. Coolant pressure and turbo drive pressure. We were 2 to 1. So guess what comes next? Tune in for next episode, folks.